Ready to test your movie knowledge? Attention, 5 rounds, 3 answer choices, and 1 correct answer. Whoever gets every question right is a true cinephile. Ready? Let's go! Round 1. In which 2011 French film does an elderly wealthy aristocrat in a wheelchair hire an ex-con as a caregiver and they become friends? I am lie. B. The Untouchables. C. Chocolate. B. The Untouchables. Which actor played the superhero in the trilogy starting in 2005? Whose character fights the fear of bats in Gotham? A. Ben Affleck. B. George Clooney. C. Christian Bale. C. Christian Bale. Which 1994 film do the characters played by John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson eat someone else's food and quote the Bible? A. Pulp Fiction. B. Reservoir Dogs. C. Django Unchained. A. Pulp Fiction. Round 2. Which director made the film Pain and Glory 2019 an autobiographical drama about coming of age, creative crisis, and the director's memories? Alejandro González Iñárritu. B. Pedro Almodóvar. C. Pablo Larra N. B. Pedro Almodóvar. In which 1968 American film does Charlton Heston's character arrive on a planet where apes rule over humans? A. 2001 A Space Odyssey. B. Planet of the Apes. C. Forbidden Planet. B. Planet of the Apes. This 2001 film begins as a story of friendship between a boy and a mysterious elderly tenant. This tenant possesses clairvoyance and is hunted by secret government agents. What is the name of this film adaptation of a Stephen King novella? A. Hearts in Atlantis. B. Interview with the Vampire. C. The Mist. A. Hearts in Atlantis. Round 3. In which 1996 film by the Coen brothers does a pregnant policewoman investigate a murder while a hitman disposes of a body in a wood chipper? A. The Big Lebowski. B. Fargo. C. No Country for Old Men. B. Fargo. In which MCU film did Captain America first slightly budge Mjolnir, startling Thor several years before lifting it in Endgame? Avengers Age of Ultron. B. Thor Ragnarok. C. Captain America The Winter Soldier. Avengers Age of Ultron. Which actor played the role of a hired assassin with a French accent and a potted plant in a 1994 film? A. Jean Reno. B. Gerard Depardieu. C. Vincent Cassel. A. Jean Reno. Round 4. Which 1977 film features a group of rebels blowing up a moon-sized space station by exploiting a vulnerability in its ventilation shaft? A. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. B. Star Wars Episode for A New Hope. C. Alien. B. Star Wars Episode for A New Hope. Which actor played the billionaire eccentric who lies in an armored suit and quips about being a genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist? A. Chris Evans. B. Robert Downey Jr. C. Chris Hemsworth. B. Robert Downey Jr. What is the 1999 film in which Keanu Reeves's character Neo learns that the world is a computer simulation? A. Labyrinth. B. The Matrix. C. Cube. B. The Matrix. Round 5. In which 2017 film does a female janitor form a relationship with an amphibious man and hide him in her bathtub? A. Pan's Labyrinth. B. The Shape of Water. C. A Quiet Place. B. The Shape of Water. In which 1980 American film does Robert De Niro's character train himself to exhaustion, talk to a mirror saying "On the Raging Bull, the champion," and later lose everything? A. Taxi Driver. B. Raging Bull. C. The Godfather Part 2. B. Raging Bull. Which Spanish director made the 2001 film The Others, starring Nicole Kidman, in which a woman lives in an old house and gradually realizes that she and her own children are ghosts? Alejandro Amenbar, B. Pedro Almodovar, C. Juan Antonio Bayona. Alejandro Amenbar.